8 secret societies you probably haven't heard of. Prospective members of the order must be adult men who affirm their acceptance of the principles of the Protestant Reformation. Responding to the question of whether the order is anti-Roman Catholic, the group's website states, "Orangism is a positive rather than a negative force. It wishes to promote the Reformed faith based on the infallible Word of God, the Bible. Orangism does not foster resentment or intolerance. Condemnation of religious ideology is directed against church doctrine and not against individual adherents or members." The Odd Fellows. Members of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, circa 1898. The exact origins of the Odd Fellows, also known as Odd Fellows, have faded into history, but the website of a North Carolina branch of the Altruistic Society states that several chapters existed in England by the 18th century. The lodges were originally formed by working men for social purposes and for giving the brethren aid and assisting them to obtain employment when out of work, the website notes. The story of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, an offshoot of the Odd Fellows movement, centers on the future George IV of England, then Prince of Wales. According to an 1867 article in the Daily Evening Telegraph, George was initially a member of the Freemasons, the oldest fraternal order in the world. He reportedly wanted a relative to be admitted to the society without having to endure the lengthy initiation process, but this request was emphatically denied. George then left the Freemasons, declaring he would establish a group which in time should rival in numbers and influence the one, which had shown him such little deference. The Odd Fellows spread to the United States in the early 19th century. In addition to George, the society counts such notables as British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, showman P.T. Barnum, and U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt among its alumni. Membership is grounded in the ideals of friendship, love, and truth. Interestingly, real skeletons appear in the order's lodges. They are used during initiation to remind members of their mortality, the Washington Post reported in 2001. The Knights of Pythias. Government employee Eustace H. Rathbone founded the Knights of Pythias in Washington, D.C. in 1864. He felt that the U.S., then embroiled in the Civil War, needed an organization that practiced brotherly love. Rathbone named his order after the Greek legend of Damon and Pythias, a tale of personal sacrifice, for the purpose of friendship. The group was the first fraternal order to be chartered by an act of Congress, after review by President Abraham Lincoln. The Knights of Pythias's colors are blue, yellow, and red, signifying friendship, charity, and benevolence, respectively.